What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Casey and I'm in the EcoDiesel Wrangler today. I've got to get a couple things addressed before I head out on my 3,000 kilometer road trip from Vancouver to Northern California to go run the Rubicon Trail. There's a really annoying clunk coming from the rear of the Jeep every time I hit a bump that I'm hoping we can get fixed with a quick stop at the shop. And also I have to solve a problem of not having anywhere to sleep because there's no rooftop tent on the top of this Jeep, and we're going to be gone on the road for the next 7 days. Guess who? Good morning. Ah, nothing beats the fresh smell of grinding metal in the morning.
Yeah, so much fun.
Or welding or something. Oh yeah, you got the thing. Yeah. How's it going?
Because of the 40s, I'm going to take that. How's it going, bud? Sean.
Oh, he's on the phone. Ginger. It's natural habitat.
Yep, you can always
Mike wasted no time grabbing a creeper and sliding under the Jeep to see if he could find out where the clunk was coming from. My Jeep has over 50,000 kilometers on it, and we've had almost no issues with the suspension so far, despite many of those kilometers being extremely rough. If you ever get a chance to stop by Epic Adventure Outfitters, there's always a colorful array of Jeeps parked out front. Did a full walkthrough on the Ginger's extremely bright green Wrangler named Wicked in a previous video if you want to check it out. What is this color? Is this Earl Grey? Is that what they call it?
It's something else. I can't remember what
Something else? That's a real interesting color. It's like very soft.
Yeah.
Very soft gray. I like that with the two-tone bronze and polished rings. Looks good. Then we got this thing in here. Those aren't 40s. Are those 40s?
Those are 37s.
Man, those must be noisy driving down the street. Holy moly. Those
Hey,
lugs.
he was at the show just in behind us.
Yeah, are those TSLs? Oh, what are they? Baja Pros.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Are they loud?
they're pretty noisy.
Yeah, they
got
look
some
noisy.
They definitely got some noise to them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Bushings on the shocks?
Yeah, the lower bushings look like they're shot.
Yeah.
You've got the covers on the bottom.
Oh yeah, the skid plate.
So that might make it a little more difficult.
I don't make things easy, Mike. This is not your first day with me, right? I gotta give it to Mike. No matter what weird problem I throw at him that I need his help for, he's always got such a positive attitude and willingness to help. So as you can see, we don't have a rooftop tent on here, guys. This is a major gap in our plans for heading down to the Rubicon. So I was about to throw the Jeep into the shop, but Ryan from ModulaRacks has arrived with a surprise for us. You're hitting the barbed wire fence. Oh no, you've snagged it with your pillar. Well, you better be careful with that. Is this your latest overland rig?
Yeah, this is it. It's got a really short wheelbase, lots of clearance, not too top heavy. It's amazing. Lots of room inside.
So Ryan from ModulaRacks, we were talking at the car show the other weekend. He said he could help me out with the rooftop tent situation because that Alucab tent that we had on there was just not gonna cut it for a week going down to the Rubicon. And Ryan sells some awesome tents from Roof Nest. And wow, you got a whole, I only need one, man. How many did you bring?
You didn't tell me that. You needed 3.
We were gonna do the double stack, the
Yeah, exactly.
tent on top of the tent setup.
You need room for your friends.
Yeah. It's like the condo.
Oh, we're doing, yeah, the roof condo.
The roof condo, yeah. You're coming, you want the upper one or the lower one? You wanna come?
Probably best for your health if I'm on the lower one.
Here,
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
I gotta get the
Where are you
tray out
going?
of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't wanna get hit by the, you know, to keep the channel going, to go on all these adventures, keep the Jeeps running, it takes a whole team of people that are awesome and always willing to help out, and I appreciate it a ton. Ryan has offered some discounts at ModulaRacks for Roof Nest tents. Put a link to ModulaRacks down in the description below. And if you want to check out any of the Roof Nest tents up here in British Columbia, or they'll ship them anywhere in Canada, he's going to offer you guys a discount on them. We'll show you this one here that we're going to use in a second once the Ginger operates the Toyota and gets it off of here and we get it unboxed. It means a lot if you guys can check out some of the businesses that help us get this content made for you guys to watch. Just kind of watching the show go behind us. Everybody contributes and helps make these videos. I couldn't do it without them. It's extremely fragile. Give it the old flying elbow. Very important rooftop tent in there.
So I just changed that.
Very important.
So Ryan, I was just telling these guys that you've got a discount going on that we'll put in the description if anybody wants to head over to ModularRacks.com.
Yeah, we're gonna do a special KC250 discount.
So 250% off?
Yeah, we're paying you to take these. No, it's these rarely go on sale, so you know, get it while you can.
Cool.
You can save money buying Casey's throwaways.
I'll put all the information if you want to check these out at ModularRacks.com and the discount and all that kind of stuff. But huge thanks to Ryan. Last minute, just was like, yeah, no problem, I can help you out. I'll bring over my cube van, we'll throw a tent in the back, we'll fire it on top of the Jeep.
We just tip it on.
Figure out the rest later. So.
Ryan, what do we just put on, tip it on, and then he back up, and then we push it right off?
Yeah, exactly.
It just goes.
Yeah, just put it up on end and then closer, and we'll lift it onto those fork tines. Hopefully they're long enough.
Famous last words. It's like when you buy Apple products, keep boxed.
Yeah.
Resale value comes in the box.
You did.
Is there a ladder in there?
Roof rack.
I've owned a Scotto before. I'm clearly an overlander.
I'll give you a few points there. Give a few overland points for owning the
I
Scotto.
have a USB fan.
Okay.
My vehicle has more money in it than it's worth.
Who's Rob and why does he own your forklift?
Oh, that's the company.
You look good in that Jeep, man. I'm telling you, you got to stop buying these classics.
Yeah, right? This one's for sale, right?
Could be.
Ryan has some really interesting off-road vehicles like this Volvo C303. Check out the review I did last year.
I could hear you when it was running. That's all these options it comes with.
It actually has a roof on it.
Yeah, you gotta go up.
What do you want me to do there, Ryan? You want me to tip it?
I mean, a little more. Right there. Only way to do it.
Well, so the one benefit to that alley cab is John and I picked it off the roof like it was nothing last night because it weighs 100
With
pounds.
a ladder, maybe.
No, we just over our heads and slid it right off.
It's not that tall.
It weighs nothing.
I guess that's
What do you think, Mike?
now full throttle in.
Yeah, just gun it. Does that look good? Is that all right?
Get
Yeah, I think it
that
looks
thing
good.
off. Move the Jeep.
Who's got the keys? Now it's got a lot more power than you're used to, so I don't want
Drive so it flies off the Jeep.
to.
Full throttle. This is an eco-diesel, right?
Push it too much, it's gonna overheat.
Yeah,
exactly.
and it's overheating. It's already overheating.
4 pounds of those torques.
Yeah, there it goes. It's dead.
He's overloaded already.
Yeah.
This weighs 7511.
Wow.
That's I think it's 18 pounds heavier than Paul's Ram.
I gotta get the Demonator weighed. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna say here, but
Something.
something.
Words.
So the other thing I wanted to show Ryan was just how we set up the Ecoflow, because you guys sell Ecoflow at Modular Racks. If you guys want to see any Ecoflow products in person, pop by Modular Racks, or you can check out their website. But I'll also have some links for you guys in the States if you want to check them out as well. But let me show you guys, and well, show Ryan. I want to show Ryan how the Glacier actually fits in the back seat of the Wrangler. Like, I actually really like how I've got this set up now, because before I used to have the power system in the back, and it really was just kind of taking up useful space. So the fridge fits perfectly between my Tuffy security deck
Oh, look at that, it does.
and my seat, just like bang on perfect. And it's got lots of room around the sides for air.
You could almost get ice while you're driving.
But I have my Delta 2 Max in the middle.
Can I go to the other
Yeah,
side?
go around the other side. We'll talk through the Jeep. So I put this in the middle instead, and I can actually get my 40% seat still flipped up.
Oh, nice.
So I'm really liking how this goes together, especially if I maybe go with like a 60% delete later. But now,
the max is what, about 2,000 watt hours?
2,000.
So, I mean, I know you got a lot of other gear in here, but a fridge usually uses 25, 30 watts an hour. So
Yeah.
that's going to give you a long run time.
Plus
with
this has the 254, 58 watt hour
Actually, I
battery
think
in
it's
it.
almost 300. I think it's 298.
Yeah. So this
Cool.
fridge will run for quite a while on its own. And then I just have it plugged into the 12 volt on here. So if I need to charge the fridge, I just turn the 12 volt on and off as needed.
Nice.
And then when I get to camp, I have an extension cord off to the side, and I can just turn on the inverter, and I can put that in my tent if I need to run the heater or charge anything. But what I really like about having the Ecoflow now up here instead of in the back is I can have all my stuff charging right next to me. So all my camera batteries and drone batteries.
All right there.
If I want to fast charge my drone batteries, I can put them on the inverter.
Yep.
But I'm utilizing like all the 100-watt USB-C on here. Unit if you have multiple
It's
vehicles.
kind of like a rooftop tent. Once you get one, you realize you need it.
I know.
Once you get the power system like this, you realize you gotta have
I
it.
couldn't go without a power system
And once you
anymore.
have ice, you realize you can't go without ice.
Okay, I won't make ice. I won't use the ice maker. But yeah, the Glacier does make ice, and it has a separate dual zone inside. So I have it all set to the same temperature, but it's nice for organizing like all your cans on one side, and then I gotta stop at the grocery store because I can't live off chocolate pudding and Monsters for the next 7 days, and we'll fill up the rest of it. But later, Ryan, don't take that fence with you. You're good. You're good. Huge thanks to Ryan. This really cuts a lot of stress, saves me a lot of problems. And we're gonna get rid of that alley cab tent because it's not built for tall people. All right, we need to not forget to bolt the tent on, but Mike is gonna throw the Eco Diesel up in the air and take a look at these shocks first. Mike, we gotta remember to bolt the tent up.
So remember not to bolt the tent up. Okay.
That's exactly what I didn't say.
Are you sure?
Not at all. Okay, so what do we got to do here, Mike?
Looks like the lower bushings have some play in it.
Yeah, that's what I hear going down the road.
All right, so we gotta redo the lower bushings, and then we'll take a look at the top when we get them out. But the tops are usually pretty good. It's the lower ones that get
So
worn.
re the shock, push new bushings in.
Yeah, we'll pull the shock out, we'll replace the bushings, and then put a slapper roll back together, and maybe we'll torque a thing or two. We might just leave one thing so it makes, you know.
I hate you. So we are gonna go put this through like 3 days of abuse on the Rubicon Trail, which is basically like rock crawling for 8 hours straight.
Guys, I'm planning on releasing the Rubicon video after the next upload of our road trip down to the Rubicon. Don't miss this one, guys. The Rubicon Trail is an absolutely amazing trail filled with non-stop rock crawling, and I can't wait to show you guys. It was just an absolutely incredible trip.
We'll have a quick look over while we're here, but I really wanted to get these bushings looked at because it sounds like we're carrying around boulders in the back driving down on the street. They're so worn. Yeah. So while Mike is removing our shocks, we've got another White Rock Dodge epic collab build with America's Most Wanted 4x4. So Mike was just saying they stuffed a 392 V8. Was it 505 horse? Yeah. 505 horsepower, naturally aspirated V8. I mean, it basically looks like it belongs in there. Pretty awesome. That's plenty of power. And you know, for you guys that complain about the whine of the supercharger, there you go, no whine. And then we've got some 40s on here, which I think 40s look perfect on the Gladiator. Almost necessary because they're so big. Some B-locks, and then we've got 66 C-axles. Yeah, we got AMW 8-lug 60 rear axle, and we've got the AMW 60 front axle to you know, prevent from destroying your ring and pinion and other things with 500 horsepower and 40-inch tires. But if you guys want one of these builds, give Rich Hamlin a call at White Rock Dodge, and he will set you up with some test drives and talk to you about pricing and builds. Like, these are all turnkey builds off the dealer lot. You can go down to White Rock Dodge and you know, basically finance, lease, or pay cash for the whole thing. You don't have to worry about anything else. They'll take care of everything you need, and they're all built by our awesome friends here at Epic Adventure Outfitters. They even put up with my crap that I bring in here, so
Just
you know,
a little bit.
just
So I got it out. You can see how badly worn that is.
that's probably the good starting point to try to fix my noise that we have.
That'd be a good chance that that's your problem.
You shouldn't be able to just pull that out with your
No,
hand.
it should stay in there. See, look, this one doesn't come out.
Yeah. All right. Problem number one to fix.
So I got it out. As you can see, it's just the center's falling out. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, not removable with your finger.
Not removable with your finger. Yeah, it's not supposed to be that easy.
Well, we got a souvenir. We can put a chain through that. Put it around your neck. Yeah.
There you go. I'll put both of them together.
I'll add it with the demon logo. That
There you go. Yeah. prop all the way through. Good. Oh, nice and tight.
All right, we got the Jeep back down on the ground. The bushings are fixed on the shocks, and we've just finished mounting up the roof nest Falcon Pro above us here, and making sure it's all good to go because I got to sleep in it tonight and for the next 6 nights. So I'm not going to get too much into the tent right at the moment. I think that will be better left for after I've used it for a few nights, and I'll let you guys kind of know some of my thoughts. So getting towards the end of the day here at Epic, and I need to meet up with the rest of the crew. We're gonna cross the border tonight. It's gonna be a bit of a late night, but stay tuned. Should we vlog the whole way down to California? Our antics along the road, everywhere we stop and eat, and all the other places we have to camp at along the way. I think that'd be fun. We'll just keep the vlog going. So I'm gonna pop this back down, see how the Jeep drives with a heavier tent, because this is about 70 pounds heavier, 60 pounds heavier than the last tent we had on it. Spent a good chunk of the day at Epic getting things going. Go check out Epic if you're ever in the Lower Mainland. And it's always fun meeting you guys when I'm at Epic. It always seems like there's lots of you guys that subscribe to the channel and Sean's channel at the shop every time I stop by there. So it's always fun to catch up and meet people in person that watch the video. Kind of funny story. So if you guys watched the rooftop tent video a couple weeks ago with the Alucab tent, you know how we got the wrong ladder, it was too short, and then I ordered the longer ladder for it, which, I mean, we're gonna have to get rid of this whole tent now anyways, but I need to return the 2-meter ladder to the company I bought it from, called Capit, which they won't let me return it to any of their stores because I ordered it online. So I guess when you order stuff online from Capit, you gotta return it. Either you gotta ship it, or you gotta drop it off at their warehouse in person, which is like 40 minutes from Epic, which is not on Vancouver Island where I live. It'd be super nice if you like bought something from a company, like a lot of other companies, and they have retail stores, you can actually just take it back to the retail store, but not these guys. So I've got the 2-meter, the 6-foot ladder in the back. And I figured while I'm over here, I might as well drop it off and save shipping, because shipping a ladder that's $200 or $250 probably is gonna cost me 50 or 60 bucks in shipping anyways. So we're gonna do that before we head down and cross the border into Washington to get to camp tonight. And then I'm trying to tee up a review of a 2024 Rubicon with the guys over at White Rock Dodge. I really wanted to get a closer look at one in person. There's a video on the channel of the one I saw down at Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, but I'd like to, you know, actually play with it, play with the screen, maybe take it for a drive, kind of give you guys some of my thoughts and opinions, because you guys seem to like those videos, so I like doing them if you guys find them helpful. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that. If I do get to that, it'll probably have been posted before this video, so go watch it. If I don't, let me know what you guys think of the 2024 yourself. I mean, the big changes with the 2024 are they added a new addition, the Rubicon X, so if you want painted roof and painted fenders. Big update is like some cosmetic stuff. You got the new screen, the big wide screen. You know, it's definitely some subtleties I didn't really pick up on down at AJS, like all the room behind the screen that can kind of collect crap behind it, and it seems like an afterthought add-on to the dash. And I want to see one more in person. And then as far as like that new grille goes, better airflow is better in my opinion. I think the grills look fine if they're all black, but it's when you get the two-tone, the body match outer part of the grill, and then the black inner part of the grill kind of looks like a Renegade. It doesn't look like a Wrangler or a Gladiator. Some other features that you can get, like different gear ratios and axles. You got full float gear, full float rear axle. But I really kind of want to check one out hands-on, so we'll see. But then we've got that Gladiator announcement. I don't know if you guys saw the refresh to the Gladiator. So the Gladiator's getting the same grille and the same interior refresh as the Wrangler. But Jeep didn't announce any new motor options with it. No 4xe Gladiator, which a lot of people thought there was going to be a 4xe Gladiator. And I caught a little interesting thing in the Q&A with, he was the CEO of Jeep or someone high up at Jeep that was doing a Q&A. And someone asked, when are we going to see a 4xe Gladiator, right? So we're not going to see it in the 2024 model year. And the response from Jeep was, by 2025, the Jeep lineup will be electrified. It wasn't that the Gladiator is going to get a 4xe in 2025. So I'm really like wondering, Does that just mean that there won't be a Gladiator and they're going to discontinue it? I mean, we see that the Gladiator is being discontinued in the European market, and they're not offering it with an eco diesel. They're not offering it with 2-liter turbo. They're not offering it with 4xe. Are they just going to put basically the pieces that they've already built and engineered for the Wrangler into the Gladiator and not do anything new with it? And I know sales are way down. Everybody says the sales are way down for the Gladiator and the Gladiator market. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the Gladiator done? Are we not going to see any more Gladiators? Kind of wondering. But anyways, I am here at Capit and I'm going to return this thing, and then I am going to see if I can go review a 24 and go from there. All right, we're finished at Capit. We got the ladder returned, no problem. Had a good chat with a bunch of the crew in there. I guess everybody's watched the video. That was pretty cool. It's always fun to continually run into people that watch the content on the channel. Appreciate it, all you guys watching it. But had a chance to scope out the AliCab Gen 3R while I was there, and a big difference in the angle that the rooftop tent opens up, like much steeper than the LT50 that we had on the channel to review. You know, had a good talk with them, and they offered to take back the tent. They understand sort of the frustrations and challenges that you know, kind of right out of the box that I had with it, and so really nice of them to step up and do that. I am gonna have to transport it back to Vancouver from the island at a future date in a couple of weeks, but you know, I really do appreciate the crew over at Capit offering to take that back. We haven't even used it or anything. So I think the biggest way to improve that tent, honestly, is just make the lid open another 10 or 20 degrees, and that would make that last foot of space totally usable space. The Gen 3R from AliCab does open to be quite a bit steeper, so I was actually able to try one out. They had one there, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you guys think we should do for tents? We've got the Roofness Falcon Pro on top of the Jeep right now, which I'll show you guys when we get to camp later, and we're going to be using it over the course of this trip. And you know, huge thanks to Ryan from ModulaRacks for like just stepping up and getting this tent on here, and you know, thanks to Capit for stepping up and offering to return the tent. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get it back here. I'll figure out what we're gonna do long term, but you know, the quest for the perfect tent continues. We'll give the Falcon Pro a try and see how that goes. Let me know what you guys think. Like, what should I do? What's your favorite tent? Who makes your favorite tents? I know a lot of people say like James Baroud as well. I don't even know where I can buy a James Baroud tent up here in Canada, so I'm not sure how I can actually get one of those. But I'm not sold on any specific brand, and I like to try things out so that I can give you guys my opinion. So the more tents I try, the better, and then you guys can find the right tent the first time around. We're gonna head over to White Rock Dodge. I just talked to Rich, and he is a busy guy. They're gonna make a little bit of time for me to stop in, and we're gonna have a look at a couple 2024 Jeep Rubicon Wranglers and take a look at some of the updates. And I'm gonna put that in a separate video all on its own. So either go back and watch that because we already posted it, or it's coming very soon. We'll get to camp and set up tonight in Washington State before our big drive. Tomorrow's like a 12-hour drive. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. Down to the border of Oregon and California. Busy day, as always. This is my life. When outside of work. When I take days off, a lot of time, this is what I spend it doing, running around and getting the Jeeps worked on, getting products, and making videos for you guys. But I enjoy it a lot. All right, little update as the day goes on. But I just spent the last few hours at White Rock Dodge just before the sun went down, doing a side-by-side comparison of the new 2024 Wrangler Rubicon and Rubicon X. There's now a Rubicon X, which is a tier above the Rubicon, but it's also the only model you can get certain features on. So that video will probably have actually gone live before this video, so go check it out if you haven't already. It's a comparison of some of the changes in 2024 with the Wrangler Rubicon versions, and it was kind of interesting. And I'm waiting for the rest of the crew. They came over on a later ferry, and they're gonna meet up with me, and we're gonna cross the border here in a few minutes and head to our first stop for the night, which is we're just gonna stay at a KOA in Washington State. If ever, guys, we're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers. I appreciate a ton,
If you can help me with that, hit subscribe. A lot of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed. It helps me out if you do subscribe to the channel. Leave a like, leave comments, questions. I'll try to answer them. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Rubicon 2024. No, we just reviewed 2024's Rubicon 2023. It's been a long day.